Hey everybody, this is Robert People of RobertPeople.com, and you're listening to People's Court. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Monday, May 6th, 2019, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about a vision board. Now, if you know what a vision board is, then you already know what I'm going to get into. But if you don't know, if you've never heard of a vision board, let me explain what it is real quick. It's basically a board you put together that is your vision. I mean, it's simple enough, right? It sounds, self-explanatory, but the whole idea is you're supposed to take pictures. You get pictures from magazines, from books, from the internet, anywhere that you can find them, and just take anything, your dreams, your goals, short-term, long-term, whatever it is. If you have a favorite car that you want to get, your dream car, career goals, anything, family goals, whatever it is. You basically just put everything, Bible quotes if you want to do that, motivational quotes. You basically just put all this on this board. And the whole idea is to place it somewhere that you can see it every day so that you're always able to look at it. Preferably the first thing you see each morning. I mean, put this thing in a place. If you got to sit it on the floor next to your slippers or what have you, so you got to step over it before you start your day, do that. Because the whole idea is, again, so that you see your vision every day. First thing in the morning, preferably, again. But you see it all the time. And what you do, you just put anything you want on there. And it's supposed to motivate you to continue pushing toward whatever those goals are. Now, if you don't have a vision board, let me strongly recommend that you do put one together because, when we wake up, some of us are tired. A lot of us aren't morning people. Yeah, I understand all that. So that's another reason. When you wake up, the whole idea is you're not going to get better just on your own, especially if you're not a morning person. So why not set yourself up to have something good to look at? No, it's not popular because people would rather get up and start complaining the instant their eyes open, especially since that's what most of our friends and our family love to do. But let the vision board dictate the start of your day. Not all the negativity, not drama when you roll over and the first thing you do is pick your phone up and start just reading through everybody's stuff on social media. Don't let that dictate anything because that's not going to put you in a better mood. Yeah, you might laugh and do whatever because somebody's this is that and everything else. But that's not going to help you, number one, get closer to what your goals are, your visions, your dreams. All it's going to do is put you in whatever mood it puts you in. And it's not going to really get you anywhere. So vision boards, you do that to put yourself in a better place. So whatever it is, if you got to draw on the thing too, you don't necessarily have to use pictures. This vision board is basically anything you want it to be. You draw, you color, you take the pictures, just anything. You see it every day and that's it. You start your day with it. And I said preferably starting your day because it really does make a difference how you begin your days. When people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, it absolutely is because that sets the tone for the rest of your day. And the vision board, it can do the same thing. If you've ever gone through a good portion of the day and you've had the most ridiculous song in your head, have you ever experienced that before? Where you had the most ridiculous, silliest song in your head and you wonder, when in the world did I start humming that tune? Often, it's because it's the first song you think about. Either early in the morning, it was a dream or what have you, but it stayed in your head because it came very early. And I didn't believe this a long time ago. So I decided to wake up, and what would happen is I believe I was deployed at that time. And, I was always, woken up to music. So whatever my roommate was playing at the time, or the people in the tent, I think it was, whatever music I heard, that's what I was humming for just about the rest of the day. So just being silly, one morning I decided to get up and say, you know what, I'm going to pick the dumbest song I can think of and just start humming it. And it didn't take long before I was humming it for the entire day. Now, of course, I'm trying everything. I'm thinking of all this crazy stuff to try to get the song out of my head, and it's not working. But what that showed me after I did it a few times foolishly, a few other times after that, and it all, it worked every time, it showed me that often the first thoughts you have in your mind are what you carry with you the rest of your day. Your attitude when you get up is what shapes your day. If you wake up and you want to be in a nasty mood, guess what? Everything you see is going to put you in a nasty mood. Things that normally wouldn't bother you, they're going to bother you a little bit more because you're already looking to be there. And I'm talking about for those of you who get up and don't even try to wake yourself up. The whole walking around like zombies, especially by the time you get to work, I never understood that. Because you're not waking up and just walking into the office. You're waking up, showering, hopefully. You're eating breakfast, getting coffee, doing whatever. By the time you get to work, you should be good and up. We're not talking about people sitting up in your house, right after you crawl out of bed. No, by that time you should be. And some folks don't even try to wake themselves up. You got to be up anyway, right? So rather than finding everything that's going to irritate you and put you in a bad mood and slow your day down and distract you from your dreams and your goals, why not put a vision board together? So the first thing you see is that. When you see a lot of what goes on the vision board, let's think, for example, what kind of stuff will go on the vision board? Well, let's think about, let's say dream car. And if you have a dream car, whenever you think, now we're talking any other any other time and circumstances, right? Doesn't have to be vision board right this minute. But whenever you see your dream car drive past you, puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? When, the thought of quitting your job and going to that dream career, that makes you happy too, doesn't it? Those are the reasons for the vision boards. When you're scrolling through social media and you come across that quote that you just love, again, makes you happy, puts a smile on your face. That's why you put that on the vision board. You put together everything that makes you happy, that inspires you, that motivates you, and I mean anything you can think of, you put it on that board and you stick that board someplace where you have no choice but to see it. Trip over it every morning. Lay it in the sink so that way you can't turn the sink on until you see that board. Whatever it is you have to do. And let that be what shapes your day. Too often we want our days to improve just by themselves, and they're not going to. You have to take control of your day, and the vision board is what helps you do that. You want to set yourself up. This is not some naive, I don't know what the expression people use, something where you're just trying to fool yourself into thinking anything. No. But when you have to go through your day, wherever it is that wherever you work, whatever you have to do in the course of a day, it's a little bit easier when you're in a better mood, isn't it? When you're happy and you're cheerful and so forth, you don't have to be all, phony and fake and everything. But when you're just a little bit okay, it makes your day easier. Makes it easier. No matter what's going on, you can deal with it just a little bit better when you're in a good mood and have a positive attitude. These days, it seems we try so hard to stay away from the positive attitude, and positive attitude is people who are naive and don't know all this and that. Let's stop all that. Let's make our days easier. Let's renew, and that's what it's about. Let's renew our minds to get to a place where we're inspired all the time. We're inspired for greatness all the time. Because that's how you become great. You don't become great by just sitting back and hoping the day just gets better on its own. Nothing happens when you just sit there. And when you put these vision boards together, this is what allows you to continue to remind yourself constantly. And I mean by constantly, every single day, it reminds you that this is my destiny. This is where I'm supposed to go. Anything. I mean, I'm talking about houses. I mean, there's nothing. This is your board. This is your vision board. So you don't even need to go ask anybody, well, what should I put into it? Whatever it is you want. That's the beauty of it. There's no standard for a vision board. You put whatever you want whatsoever. Anything. If you want to put Legos up and build a house out of Legos and stick it and attach it to your vision board, that's your thing. Go ahead and do that. Whatever you have to do, because if that's going to put you in a good mood and inspire you and motivate you to get up and do some things, you put it on that board. And you can keep adding to it. You can extend the board. You can make more than one board. That's the lovely thing about a vision board. There's no rules to it. You just do, you put it together however you want. Because it's about what motivates you. We spend so much time just mad at stuff. And even when we're not mad, we just find ways to be mad. Let me tell you what I heard a little while back. If I tell you to go out and look for a yellow car, guess what you're going to do? You're going to find a yellow car eventually. And even if you don't find a standard, what everybody would say is a yellow car, you're going to find something close enough to it. And you're going to convince yourself that that car is yellow. Ever talk with somebody and they're convinced that something is a certain color and they're like, oh yeah, it is. It's orange. It's purple. And you're like, nah, it's kind of like, it's kind of red. And oh, it's kind of like a dark blue, whatever. And you just say, no. This is really. That's what happens. If I'm telling you to look for that yellow car, you're going to see it. You're going to find a yellow car because your eyes are open and ready for it. Or you're going to convince yourself that something that's not yellow actually is. And that's what happens when we shape our minds to what our, when we shape our minds to follow what our dreams are, to chase after our dreams, to follow, to work on our goals, to be inspired. That's what's going to happen. We tell ourselves, okay, I'm going to look for this. So let's say on a larger scale, I'm going to look for this dream. I'm going to look for this house. No, it doesn't mean you're going to get to it that day. But your mind is going to be in a place where it's like, okay, I'm going to look for this, my first home. What do I need to do to get there? That's what your mind's going to be looking for. Oh, the dream car. What do I need to do to get there? Oh, the perfect job. What do I need to do to make that happen? That's where your mind's going to start going. Your mind's going to be more focused on trying to find ways to get there than anything else. And I hope y'all can follow that because it's true. When you renew your mind, it really starts to work. When you renew your mind and tell yourself what you're going to think and what you're going to do each day, that's where you're going to end up. It's like the expression: if you try hard enough to find something, you'll find it, or you look hard enough for something, you'll find it, whether you want to find it or not. And that's why you want to put that stuff on your board. These days we're so hung up on drama. And everybody else's drama, too. We just sit back and we got to indulge in all that. It's like, why? Why is other people's drama so interesting to some people? I mean, just like that, if we chased, if we were so desperate to chase after our dreams as we are chasing after people's drama on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that, you might be all right. But you sit on Facebook long enough looking for drama, and guess what? You'll find it. But how much time has went by between when you started and then? A whole lot. How much closer to you are your dreams, your goals, the items you would have on your vision board? How much closer are you to that after you spent however many hours looking through social media trying to find drama and eating the proverbial popcorn while you sit back and just engage in it? Vision boards, y'all. Let's do vision boards. Let's work on vision boards. Work on one right now. Work on one. Take the phone, take the whatever you got that you're listening to this on. Take that with you and go ahead and start a vision board. If you don't have items for a vision board, you can take, just standard cardboard. You can take construction board, whatever it is. Remember, no rules to this. You just find something, or even if you don't have the board itself, go ahead and start gathering the pictures. Get on your laptops, your phones, whatever it is, start gathering pictures and start printing them off and get them ready for this vision board. But whatever it is, go ahead and start doing it while you're listening. Do it right now. And I tell you, it really does change your mind. It changes your mind. It changes your attitude. It changes your outlook. My wife's starting a business here, and she has the board sitting right where she sits. The board is sitting up right where she sits every morning. Every day, as she's working, she sits and she looks at this board. And I'm telling you, the mindset and the attitude is totally different. Goodness, I got to slow her down sometimes because she's ready to work. And she just continues to and do better each day with it. So let's put ourselves, let's stop selling ourselves short and settling for where we are. And let's just stay. We're going to just stay here. Stop letting people's drama entertain you. That's not going to get you anywhere. Let's get the vision boards done. Let's start putting something together. And if enough of you are listening to this, I'd love to see what some of your vision boards look like, or comment with some of what you're going to put on yours, because I'd love to hear it. And again, this is not about judgment. I'm not allowing anybody to jump on here and judge anybody for what they put on their boards, because this is your board. Okay, this is your board. You do it however you see, the way you see fit. And that's what you get to look at every day. That's what you get. That's what starts the process of changing your mind, renewing your mind. People aren't great. It's funny. There's another expression. People want millionaire results as they put in minimum wage effort. And that's true. We want the good stuff that people who work 10 times harder than us, we want exactly what they have, putting in not even a fraction of the effort, and we wonder how come it hasn't happened for us. It's all about your attitude, and the vision board will help your attitude. You wake up and you don't have a purpose until somebody decides to tell you what your purpose is. That's the wrong answer. Don't wait to get to work and then let work decide what your purpose is. Don't let what your friends are doing and all that, let them decide the purpose. No, you do that with your vision board. That's why you put these boards together. You decide what your day is going to look like. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's in position to quit their jobs and then run off and do whatever. Okay, of course not. But at the time that you're doing these boards and you finish them, it puts you in a better mood when you have to go to that, what might be a dead-end job or what have you, a job you don't enjoy. Or when you decide I'm ready to, go to nursing school, be a doctor. When you're ready to start doing that, or when you're not quite ready, but you're thinking about it each day, every day, that vision board is going to get you closer to it. Because the more you see that, the more that shapes your mind. You're going to see that before you encounter those people who tell you can't do it. And that's another reason. That's another reason for these vision boards, and to do it and to see them early in the morning, because that way nobody gets to tell you what you can and can't do before you look at that board. No one can tell you that. And if you're somebody who struggles with people telling you that you can't accomplish something, that you can't do something, that's okay. But you do that board, you get your mind in a certain place. That way, by the time people come along, remember what I said earlier about the music? When I said I picked the dumbest song and then I tried to sing other stuff after I was humming it the rest of the day, and I was trying to put other stuff in my mind and it just wasn't working. That's the thing. That's what happens when you renew your mind. You got these vision boards set up, and all you see, the first thing you see getting up, you just roll over, eyes open, bat, and the vision board's right there. When you see all that, your mind is saying, dream car, I'm going after it. Dream home, going after it. Dream career, going after it, making that happen. Oh, these quotes saying, don't quit, I'm not going to quit. And your whole demeanor all day is about no quit. Get that dream car, dream house, career is going to be on top. That's your whole everything. Somebody's going to come along and you're going to laugh in their face when they try to tell you can't do something. Because your mind is like, this is, no, we're in this place right now. Get away from those negative people, put that board together, and make that happen. Start renewing your mind, because it's amazing how often our minds will hurt us way more than anybody else will, our own minds. There's a third expression, and I'm going to close on this one. I believe it goes something like this. Fear has killed more, either fear or doubt, one of those two. But fear or doubt has killed more dreams than failure ever has. So I'm probably off a little bit on that, but you get the idea. And there's another one too. I lied. I said that was the last one, but I got one more. Faith and fear. This is on my wife's vision board, as a matter of fact. Before I destroy this one, let me just walk over here and see it. I can just walk right. It's not bad, but I can just walk over here and look at it. And make sure I come get this thing. All right, so it says, faith and fear both require you to believe in something you cannot see, you choose. That's deep, right? Both require you to believe in something you can't see, but you choose. So why do we always go on the side of fear? We can see just as much with fear as we can with faith. So what makes us believe more in fear than faith? But those boards, guess what? Those boards bring you closer to faith than they do to fear. So let's get started on these vision boards, and let me see. Let me hear them. Let me see them. I want to know what y'all got on these boards, because they're fun to do too, especially when you make it a family thing, and make it a family affair. Have everybody do it. We did it all together. My wife and our, the children. We all did them together, and they enjoyed doing it. My daughter's drawing all on hers and everything. I mean, it's good. It's great. It's a fun time, and we get to just really take our time and look at what, are some of what our visions are. And even if you didn't stop to realize it, that gives you time to do so. So again, this is Robert People of robertpeople.com. Thanks for listening. Get those vision boards done. I'll catch up with y'all later.